Mas o amor sabe o segredo. O medo pode matar o seu coração. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber.
So, a couple things. We're fishing. We're fishing, not vlogging. Fishing. Fuck. Well, good morning, guys. Your boy Vanish. And before we get to this spot, you know, I wanted to talk to you guys of obviously where have I been? Well, just been war at myself, you know, war within myself, just more understanding. I'm kind of finding the answers now instead of asking myself questions. That's where I'm at right now. So 7 in the morning, I decided I wanted to come out and fish. One thing though, I don't know how I'm gonna make it work, but I forgot my tripod at home once again, and it kind of pisses me off for my main camera. So I mean, I got one tripod here that can also connect to the camera, but for some odd reason whenever I extend it keeps sliding down, or it doesn't hold this position correctly. It's not strong enough to stick, I would say. It's more like a vlogging stick, so in less of a tripod, unless you're using a smaller camera, right? But Mother Nature. So I just been in a mini bulk. Let's put it that way. I haven't continued the cutting phase. I know I haven't shown any poles down or anything like that. And you won't get it this week either. In this video, I won't pose down. It's gonna be just straight fishing. So obviously right now, me talking to you guys before we get to the spot, just kind of catching up. So when the next clip happens, it's me sending out the rods, so I don't waste any of you guys' time. Hopefully you guys stay tuned, you know, like and subscribe. Thanks for those staying and, you know, watching my videos. Hopefully we catch something today. I'm out of breath. Conditioning sucks. But alright guys, let me get to my spot. Little mini talk before the big gap. And yeah, I'm happy to fish again. I know it's been a month since I uploaded. I'm trying to not have that happen anymore. And you're wondering, what have Vanish done throughout this time? Well, here's a clip. No, relax.
Me and the boys want to give you a taste of our gratitude.
Yeah, understand that. I'm just messing around, playing video games, you know, just enjoying life, enjoying the little bit of peace that I have within myself. And yeah, all right, to the spot. used to be over here. All right, well, there's something about this place that it makes me always come back. Like I've said in my previous fishing videos, if you want to go back. But yeah, we're here, guys. Let's get to fishing. One thing I do got differently though. We're gonna try out something different. And if it doesn't work, we'll go and catch bait. I'm gonna try out these bad boys right here. Some shrimp. I'm gonna coat them with Kool-Aid and garlic. I'm gonna show you guys what to do. First off, I'm gonna dump all this water in here. I'm gonna use a bag. It smells gnarly. All right, time for the mix. Now for your mix, obviously, let me show you. You open the baggie. Boom. What do you guys think? 3 Kool-Aid, 4 Kool-Aid should do it? I think 4 Kool-Aid should do it. Let's try 3. See how it looks. Obviously, can't forget about the garlic powder. Alright, that's about good enough. Cooked, raw, whatever works. Just keep it with the tail on. It gives a better presentation to the fish. So, first round, I still have chicken gizzards. We can try those out. But let's try the shrimp out first. I'm gonna send 3 rods out for shrimp. We'll wait on those. We'll see what happens. The water's a bit low. Not a lot of rain up here in the Midwest, I'll tell you that. Supposedly next week it's supposed to rain, so we'll see. That'll bring the fish up a little bit. But let's see what we can catch and what fish is around here. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna waste any time. Turn off the GoPro. Start sending out the rods. This one's gonna go far, so I don't even want to see it. Just like so. Well, bang. I gotta find another big spring for as my rod holders. That little small one ain't gonna do the job when there's something big on it. So, all right, rods are set with shrimp. So I already showed you guys what to do there. And like I said, I still have worms, gizzards. So if this shrimp doesn't work here in the next hour or 2, we'll swap it out. So setup on the rods, same as usual. These rods right here have 20-pound braided line. These 2 are pen rods. Actually, I think all these 3 are pen rods. Pen fierce? No. Those 2 are pen fierce. This is a marathon. So, I trust that one more for catfish. These two are more like salmon fishing. I did pick up another one. I still have to set it up. I might do that right now. So I can swap this one out and use the one that is meant for catfishing, you know? I'll show you. Guy was selling the rod and reel combo for like 20 bucks. I already put the line. I had some leftover line. This is just 15 pounds, not that strong either. So 15-pound braided line. I'm gonna use it for cats. I'm gonna use up all the line that it has right now so I can put on 20 pound. So another catfish rod, thicker rod in the bottom. So when you get into those tough battles, and when we do actually catch one, you know, I can test it out and see what happens. So like I said, the water is a bit low. It hasn't rained over here. So we're more further out than what we were at. Remember how I told you that whole entire place was all flooded? Now it's like there's no water, it's all vegetation. And then I remember fishing right over there. I never even uploaded that video because it was so bad. Now looking at all this, stepping over here is like, damn. It's crazy what Mother Nature does. So, as of right now, still nothing. I already got the other rod ready to go. The shrimp ain't doing their job at all. Which is fine. I mean, I'm over here just thinking what else I could talk to you guys about. And the setup stays the same for catfish. Slide away on your main line, swivel, 3 feet leader, and size 7 or 6 octopus hook, I would say. Shrimp, hot dogs, cut bait, anything will work on these guys. You gotta have patience. You might get them in the morning, you might get them in the middle of the day. I just saw one jump all the way over there. But with these guys, you gotta really stay patient. Bro, if one falls, you better be ready to catch that rod. I know I'm a little quiet. I just had a tough week. Long week, I would say. And all I can think of is this. I came out here in the morning because I didn't want to, be here when everybody's crossing with their boats or anything. These guys understand that coming out here early means, catching the early bite. I was planning coming in a little bit more earlier, but I slept in. I kept sleeping in. I put my alarm at 5 in the morning and went back to sleep. Put it again for 10 minutes, went back to sleep. My body was just asking for it. My body was just telling me, man, you gotta take a break. I took 2 rest days in the middle of the week. I'm not one for rest days for the gym, but I had to, and I feel like I haven't rested fully. I guess I'm gonna rest in peace once I'm dead. So, which is fine. About to be the 1 hour mark. It's about to be 8:50. So I'm about to resend these rods out, but I'm gonna leave one behind. I might leave this one behind. Come on, just take the bait. Damn, they're jumping. One just jumped over there. Wow. Why did both of them move? Are they moving?
One eternity later.
I'm being patient. I'm being patient. I know I should pick up the rod and check, but I'm just waiting for that dip. And it's not giving it to me. Something was biting it. Yeah. That means the shrimp is working. Is the hook too big? Is the bait too big for this fish? For a fish that I'm trying to catch. My river monster. See, now I got it right. Damn. This one's for left-hand people. Damn. It's gonna be a good one. Yo, that's so smooth. I felt like nothing. Rods are pretty separated. Not to the best of my liking, but they're separated. Don't spend your whole life chasing butterflies. Instead, build your garden so that those butterflies can come to you. Now, if they don't, you still have a beautiful garden that you built. Us guys tend to, always keep chasing instead of building ourselves, making ourselves a better man for the next person that will come. You keep chasing butterflies, all they're gonna do is fly away. But if you build a garden, they won't fly away. They'll stay. Just remember, don't put yourself in competition with another man for one girl. If the other girl chose the other guy, that means, anybody can have it and you don't want that, You lose interest right away when that happens. In my experience, I don't go back to the same person. Even if it's talking stage. Once you're out, you're out. I'm not going back. And that's the kind of respect you gotta hold within yourself. That self-worth. Oh yeah, I think we're on this one. Come on. Let me drink my ghost. Because I think we're going to get smacked. This is another example. Why don't you chase the butterfly? Don't chase the fish. Let the fish come to you. If you got good enough bait, if you study the water enough, if you, stay patient, surely enough, you'll get your fish. There are some fish you gotta let go. Then you get a bigger one the next time. How I was last year to how I am right now, completely two different people. Last year was just out of pure anger, that drive, that motivation. And this time around, this year, it's like, damn. I found that inner peace, that inner silence that I've been searching for a long time, and trying to, how can I say, trying to get used to it has been pretty hard because I'm slacking off in the gym. I'm not, pushing myself to the limit. And that's where I asked myself, how bad do you want it? Did you only want it that bad for that little bit short of amount of time that you had that motivation? Or do you want it now, right now in this moment? And that's where I looked at myself in the mirror, right there in the bench, and I asked myself, how bad do you want it, Vanish? You've always told yourself you want it to be big, you want to be the biggest guy in your family. Why are you doubting yourself right now? Why won't you push this heavy weight? So, now this year is more inner motivation. It's more of me. It's more Vanish. You got to do it. Vanish. Don't slack. You're the one, you're going to be the one lacking results. Vanish, you want to be even better this year, or you want to be worse than last year? You know, I made a significant change last year, where from when I started going to the gym to like around my first YouTube video, you know, we're about to get to that, the 1 year mark. But from those times, from 5 to 6 months, when I was telling you guys, you can change throughout those times. But if only you stick to yourself. Block out the outside noise, block out everybody. Just focus on you. What you can accomplish every day. You focus on everybody else's problems, you ignore yourself. And at the end of the day, we are brought here alone, and we're going to leave here alone. What time is it? Here in the next 7 minutes, I'll check them. Well, that's a little bit of speech I had for you guys. Both in relationships and in, in the gym. Trust me. I had that anger motivation in me where I wish I still had, I was a completely other person, I was different. I was a monster. And now that monster has calmed down inside of me, it's just like, damn. The only enemy is me, the inner me. I'm the only enemy. An enemy to myself, not to others, but to myself. Doubts, questions, concerns. You learn a lot. You learn a lot when you're by yourself. You learn who you are. In your 20s, you're not supposed to be messing around with this person or the other person. Yeah, you might hear it from your parents. Oh yeah, keep dating, this and that. Don't stop. Don't cry about that one person. It's not like that, I feel like in your 20s, you got to find yourself to determine who you're going to be for the rest of your life. I hear stories where people had their midlife crisis at 40 and they feel like they didn't accomplish anything, or they didn't find that inner peace within them. And don't get me wrong, there's still a time. They still got time to, change and everything, but, I don't want to get to that point in my life where I couldn't find my own peace. Yeah, money comes and goes, things comes and go, but I feel like what's more important than what people ignore here in this world is your inner self. So like I said, don't spend your life chasing butterflies. They're gonna fly away from you. Instead, build a garden so that the butterflies can come to you and stay. And if they don't, regardless, you built a beautiful garden for yourself. Don't chase the butterfly. Let the butterfly fly away, man. You can call me a philosopher or whatever not. The guy just a yapper. But I live my life through experiences. Through good ones and bad ones. And I've made some bad choices and some good choices. I've hurt. I've been hurt. So I've been on both sides of the story to be able to tell it. And I'm not the guy to hate on people. Instead, I bless people. Just like Jesus, you know? I can't hate my neighbor and love my family at the same time. You gotta love everyone equally. Obviously, your family's gonna get more love, but we're all humans, we all bleed the same, you know? No matter how much disrespect, damage has happened, either I did it to you or I got it done to me. So that doesn't matter anymore. What matters is being able to wake up every single morning and seeing the sun. Feeling blessed to be alive. Not a lot of people wake up the next morning. Even people our age. People that are in their 20s, they're getting the worst news right now. And you, watching, all cozied up in your bed or whatever not, you know, in your car, you know, be thankful for that. Be thankful for the little things, because in return, you'll be able to get more things once you're thankful for what you have. And if you're going through it, be thankful for that too. Because you're being tested. You're being tested right there and then to see how you're going to handle the bad stuff. And when the good stuff happens, you're also being tested. So everything in life is a test. Later on, learn as a lesson. In school, they teach you the lesson to later on take the test. But in life, you get tested. Later on, you learn the lesson. You see how that flies around? Whoa, what happened? Which one? Oh. We got a fish, guys. We got a fish. Oh, yeah. Yes! We got a fish. Hell yeah. Did I get him? No, he escaped. Yeah, I might have to change my hook. I don't know. I don't feel any weight, which is weird. Damn, he went away. Or did I get him? Dude, what the fuck? What the...
Later that same evening.
Guys, I think it's time to take off the shirt. It's getting a little too hot. Oh yeah. Can you believe that my belt extends all the way back here? Yeah, I know. I'm that skinny. Holy shit. Oh fuck. I think that's... Oh yeah, we got something. We got something. I'm not setting the hook. Why? There's something there. I gotta catch it. Alright. Still nothing. I've never been the one to deal with my own anger. Last year was just horrible. This year is more like I question my anger. Each time I get mad, why did you get mad? Was it worth ruining the little small moment right there and then to ruin the whole day? Or, you know, like I told you guys in the last video, when things, when things come up throughout your day, the way you handle those things too determines you as a person. Don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of anger inside of me that is built up, but it's far less aggressive as it was compared to last year. This year I'm more calm. I collect my thoughts and I analyze it. All I did last year was full shot without even thinking about it. I was just shooting shots. Now I'm just thinking if I want to shoot the shot, Reconsider my choices here. And like I said, I still got a lot to learn. For my sake, trying to be the wise guy, and being a wise guy means you got to go through a lot. And I know I'm not done yet. I'm just barely getting started, which is the fun part. Is knowing that you're starting. When before you didn't even knew where to start. That's how I was last year. Around this time when I was preaching to you guys, yeah, stay alone, this and that. We can roll a couple clips. But not like this year. Not like right now. That's how it goes, guys. That's why I was the one who put all my chips in the bag, lost myself, and the only thought I had was her. I stopped doing the things that I love for myself, like doing all my car stuff, all my car audio, my fishing. I started giving up that to spend more time with her. And the only thing I thought about waking up was her. And it got to a point where I couldn't even live for myself when the only thing I had in mind was her. You lose touch with yourself, and instead you start focusing on everything about that one person. Don't get me wrong, you become toxic, you become overprotective, when it should have been the other way around. You should have been able to trust that person. But the question was, from the start, that I should have asked myself, why am I going to go through all this trouble, all this stress, lose myself? But love is a powerful drug. And in those days, I felt like I was in the clouds, man. I felt like I was in cloud 9. And I'm not lying to you guys, because, it's what I lived and what I can tell you guys from my battle scars. You make mistakes that, later on you feel ashamed of yourself. Well, that's good that you feel shame about yourself, the things that you did. I don't care about the other person. I don't care if they feel ashamed or not. I know what I did, and I feel ashamed of myself for putting myself in situations that I should have not been there. Well, I could have questioned myself twice. Why are you here? Why are you here? I get flashbacks like a motherfucker, I tell you that. But I don't think I'll be that vulnerable ever again. And I feel like that's the backstory of every guy. There's one girl that just, But don't get me wrong, guys. I've hurt others too. And like I said in my opening up video, same thing. This one person loved me so much that, the same exact thing that happened to me happened to her. But I was the one who hurt. And let me tell you, I get flashbacks like a motherfucker of all the bad things I've said, where I didn't think about it twice and just came out just out of pure anger, not jealousy, but just pure anger. And that's something that I had to fight myself. I never dealt with my anger. My anger was the cause of destroying others, Where before I thought I was a good person, I wasn't. I was a bad person. Now that I'm taking accountability, I can say I was the worst. But yeah, I knew my place, But it's just the anger and me not thinking things twice. Once you get bitten, of course you're going to get bitten again. And the second time is going to hurt a lot more. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So now it's the inner me. Now I gotta solve those issues. It's not so much of the rest of the people anymore. And it wasn't to start with. And it wasn't because of the people, of the friends I've lost, of the relationships I lost. It was me. I'm the enemy. I'm my own enemy. And the question is, what are you doing about it? That's what I asked myself. Love your neighbor. Don't hate your enemy either. Love your family, your neighbor. Because Jesus forgave all of us, no matter how right or wrong we were. He looked at us as the same and equal as him. So why can't we do the same? But with that, you gotta find that self-love and accept yourself for who you are and how you came to be in this life. And from there, you're able to adjust or change your ways. In today's fishing lesson, there's no catfish here. But at least I'm telling you guys what I feel. And that's what I feel. I'm not here to tell you, oh yeah, this and that, I did this and that, or she did, nah, none of that, none of that. I'm a man, I own up to my mistakes, and I move on. You make choices and you don't look back. Simple as that. But if I don't catch fish, damn it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna wrap things up. I hope you guys have another blessed week. Another video. More yapping, less fishing. Can you believe that? But I got the full day to do couple things to my truck just to set up the audio system. I'm gonna do an 8-channel setup. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a DIY mod for the seats where I'm able to fold them down. On some Silverados, they have latches and they stay on. And you got to take off the whole entire seat in order to get to the back panel, which I don't want to do. So what I'm gonna do is obviously take out the whole seat, cut the hinges and everything. I'll show you guys that later once I have the whole entire audio system. I'm just prepping myself to save me more time. And then I gotta look in the back to see where I'm gonna place the amp rack and all the equipment I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. And I'm starving for some of that chicken and rice. I don't know. I feel relieved, guys. I feel more calm. I feel like I've said enough for you guys today. And a lot of useful tips, you know? And like I said, don't lose yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in God mostly. And get out in nature. Go take a walk or something. Go out fishing. Learn something new. Learn a new hobby. Stay busy. And see if you can actually catch a fish. Not like me. Don't be like me. I guess all my advice sucks. But that's how it goes, guys. You know, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Oh well. Like and subscribe. Vanish is out. Hopefully next week we see another video or a vlog or whatever. Whatever comes up in my mind. We're going to start bringing back up the, you know, weekly videos. I am very sorry on my behalf for not being able to upload. I'm lacking myself, and you know, it doesn't help you guys who want to see who's Vanish, who's Ivan, you know? So, see you guys next time. Hopefully we do catch fish. I'm sick and tired of saying that, but I'll think of something. I'll watch more videos on catfishing, but most of the rigs that they got set up is what I have. So, enough of the yapping. I'm out of here. Subscribe. Peace out.